What does an ISTP subconscious look like? This is the question asked to me by an Acolyte member. If you would like to become an Acolyte member and have your questions become videos on this channel and also on our podcast, go to csjoseph.life/members, become a journeyman member, and then upgrade your membership to the Acolyte thing, or do csjoseph.life/portal, where you'll be able to hit the access page for both Journeyman and Acolyte. Awesome. So what is an ISTP subconscious look like? I know the subconscious is all about where you get your joy. You see the stereotypical man stuff in the woodworking and the cars, but for a female, as an ENFJ, I want to have a dope time, but I also don't really know what it would look like as far as ISTP-ish stuff goes. I hope this makes sense. All right, so this is an ENFJ woman who has ISTP subconscious. What does ISTP subconscious look like? That's what she is asking. And ISTP subconscious is it's an aspect of the mind temple. So it's focusing on being educated. And literally, since an ENFJ ego is all about being an educator, they're all about mentoring people and making people improve and giving them skills, etc., while running the risk of being a know-it-all. But the point is that ISTP subconscious is a little bit different. Yes, it has mechanical awareness, but it's also in the position of being a student builder, someone who is constantly building and being creative in some capacity, but they're doing it from a student point of view, because in order for them to stay relevant as an ENFJ mentor, in order to mentor other people, give people a good experience, to improve them, give them a better life, confer skills upon them, they too have to stay sharp. And my father right now, he's an ENFJ. What he's doing in his retirement in order to sharpen his ISTP subconscious is that he's literally building kit homes by himself, learning the skills of basically being a home builder so he can create Airbnbs for his little rental empire. That's what he does on the side, other than pastoring a church, for example. But it's that journey of skills. It's a journey of try this and not that, or try not this and then do that instead. It's about building himself up to be able to have the skills necessary so that he could confer that upon other people, because just like all Templar types, they learn the most when they're teaching others. And he's been primarily a teacher his whole life, but in order for him to be relevant as a teacher, he too has to become the student. And what better way to be the student than trial by fire? Trial by fire is the ISTP subconscious way. That is the ISTP subconscious way. It's all about trying things out, forcing yourself to react in the moment as things are unfolding. You may not be able to anticipate everything like ENFJs try to do, but it's all about being tactical and having tact, right? Something's in front of your face right now. What do you do to respond? How do you react? What's your reaction time? Is it a good reaction time? Are you able to actually solve the problem in the moment? Or do you have to go away for a while and strategize some more? This is how he keeps himself sharp. He sometimes gets his measurements wrong, and he has to deal with that problem. Or sometimes the improper product was ordered, or the improper product was delivered at the job site. Maybe he doesn't have the right tools. It's all about conquering each individual problem in the moment in order to sharpen his skills and being a student of those moment-by-moment obstacles so that he can continue to make himself relevant as an ENFJ mentor type with his ego. Sometimes when it comes to his sermons that he delivers on Sunday, he weaves in his experiences working on cars with his dad, or working on, building this kit home, for example, for one of his rental properties, and that entire experience. It's almost kind of like you're reading the book Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. That's literally ISTP subconscious. See what I'm saying? That's what that book is. That's what it represents, right? Although it's a book on metaphysics, but at the same time, it's the ability to derive metaphysics from just concrete, hard labor, etc. Gaining skills and sharpening one's skills and getting practice so that they can stay relevant to be able to teach. So this is why ENFJs need to be going out of their way to remain students, even though they often see themselves as teachers, because a teacher is worthless if they are not always the student at the same time. This is why it's so important for ENFJs to listen. And you could tell if an ENFJ is not being a student with their ISTP subconscious because they're too busy being a know-it-all and telling everyone else how to do it when they themselves aren't doing it currently or haven't done it for a very long time, right? It's all about staying sharp. That's what ISTP subconscious is. It doesn't have to be with mechanics, doesn't have to be with lumber, it doesn't have to be with painting, it doesn't have to be with racing cars or working on cars or anything like that. It just has everything to do with being responsible in terms of keeping your skills sharp, because as NJs know, if you don't use your skills, you will lose your skills. And that is, in effect, what ISTP subconscious is there to prevent the ENFJ from doing, to prevent the ENFJ from losing their skills. So, yeah, that was the answer to that question. Hopefully you folks enjoyed that. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below, and leave a like. Hopefully this answered this ENFJ's question to give a little bit of a picture in terms of ISTP subconscious. I understand like she asked it like from a perspective of a female, but like really it's all about, you know, skills thereof in general. I mean, if you don't want to like build a house from a kit, that's fine. You could do a more hospitality approach. Once the house is built, what is the experience of this Airbnb going to be on the inside of the house, right? You could take a more feminine approach. It doesn't have to be entirely masculine, even though the ISTP subconscious of an ENFJ woman is more masculine. So don't forget to keep that in mind. So anyway, folks, sounds good to me. And with all that being said, I'll see you guys tonight.